Welcome to this review of Conscious Discipline, and in this section we will cover class meetings. This section will give you the basic knowledge and skills you will need for starting class meetings that will help you and your class develop a kind, caring, cooperative, and solution-focused classroom. And here are the 3 steps that we will take. First, let's look at the developmental rationale for holding class meetings. According to developmental psychologists, one of the major motivating forces that shapes children's thoughts and guides their behavior is the natural need and desire to belong. Instinctively, they know that their best chance at making it in life is by attaching themselves to a safe community of people that care about them. In an unsafe environment, children are inhibited from exploring, taking risks, and making mistakes because they fear being ridiculed, punished, or worse, ignored. In such an unsafe environment, their natural instinct is to fight or fly. Classroom meetings help create that safe, kind, and caring community where children can flourish. Now, let's explore the basic structures of class meetings. In class meetings, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is get your students in a circle. This will make it easier for students to make eye contact with each other and practice taking turns using a speaking stick, basically any object which when held gives the holder the right to speak. After the circle has been formed, spend 1 or 2 minutes simply getting to know each other through at least one personal question. That is, any question that invites them to share personal information, such as favorite foods, pets, number of siblings, summer vacations, things of that nature. This allows students to discover their differences and similarities, which can facilitate personal connections later down the road. Then, spend another minute or 2 letting students give each other compliments or share appreciations. This helps students start off the day feeling good and positive about themselves and about others. At first, children will need to see you model giving compliments and appreciations until they get the idea. Lastly, spend the remainder of the time on items that are on the agenda. So, what is the agenda? The agenda is a very important component of class meetings because it allows students and teachers to bring up important issues, and also because it allows students to engage in solution finding in a safe and respectful atmosphere. During the first 20 days of school, the first thing on the agenda will be one of the top 20 expectations. During this time, simply give your children the time and space to discuss the expectation for the day and how their class can live up to that expectation. As students become familiar with class meetings and the agenda, students can write down things that are happening in the classroom that need solutions or things that are bothering them. At the next class meeting, their concerns are addressed and the class works together to find solutions to these problems. Writing down their solutions on chart paper is a good way to validate their ideas as well as serve as reminders for the future. There's so much more that can be said about class meetings, and I'm sure you have many questions. Mr. Alvarez will lead a book study soon after the beginning of school where we can learn together more about how to use class meetings effectively.